just got paid. So I'm living life like I am not afraid. I'm trying to see some things that I ain't seen. I'm trying to go to places I ain't been. I ain't been. I just know, I know that I've been looking for something, and I don't even know what it is. And I'm just trying to find it myself. Oh yeah, yeah. We'll just live like we're chasing the sun. We'll just live like we're looking for something. We'll just live like we're chasing our dreams. We'll just live cause we never had nothing. That's the way that I'm living my life, cause I know deep down I'm gonna make it. I don't know what I'm looking for, but I know I've been searching for a long, long time. Long, long time. I just gotta make a move, whether win or lose. I don't know why
And we are back with Youth Beat, and no, we don't have a new theme song. That's actually music coming from our next two guests who collaborated in a big way. So I want them to just introduce themselves and go ahead and tell the folks what they're here to talk about tonight. Who's gonna go first? You guys are not shy.
Hello, good night, everybody. This is Dagah. Y'all already know me, so I don't have to explain much.
No introduction.
It's the man called iBlaze. Much people not familiar with the iBlaze name, but for everybody out there that might know me in a different context, my name is Dijon Webb. But in this capacity, iBlaze. iBlaze the producer, iBlaze the music man.
iBlaze.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. I mean, you are doing what we always advocate for right here on Youth Beat. You're pushing the envelope. You're getting your music out there. You're doing something different to the norm, and you're doing something different than a lot of our, I don't want to say calling local artists, homegrown, that's the word, our homegrown artists are doing, in actually having a full-blown album, a compilation of songs that's outside of the realm of just putting out 2 songs to enter the soca competition, or putting out 2 songs because music festival is coming up. You know, that kind of way, like they're doing it geared to this, or they're doing it geared to that, and not necessarily doing it for the love of producing quality work. So tell me about that. Tell me about your impetus for that.
Well, to be honest, met with Dagah, and basically the general consensus for both of us was that we tired of the way things were being done musically in St. Kitts. So I mean, I like the fact that we getting our work out there locally, but at the same time I feel like the way in which we were going about it may not necessarily have been, you know, the most conducive way to do it. So what we end up did is collaborate and sit down, you know, take time, leave through the projects, and spend a lot of time, you know, going over post-production, making sure it's right, you know. I find that more times people were not getting, you know, putting enough time in the project. Like the idea comes up, like you just said, a particular event is coming up, so hey, let's put a song for the event. And then in trying to make the timeline, you sacrifice quality, you know. And basically what we were trying to do is have a situation where, you know, we didn't compromise quality for anything at all.
So you took your time with it.
Yes.
Now, iBlaze, Dijon,
Hi.
you're the producer, and Dagah, you're obviously the one providing the vocals and everything. Now, I want to know, is this an awesome marriage, or just like any other marriage? It has its ups and downs. Was it smooth sailing? Are we past the honeymoon phase?
It was a long courting session.
So before a track was even laid, you were courting. I like it.
Long years. we were just. I mean, I used to see him all the time, and he used to be like, "I don't tell you, link me."
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Right there. That's exactly it. Right there.
And then I didn't really used to take it serious, as in like, you know, because I was so stuck in my brain of just rapping all the time. I wasn't thinking out the box, you know. And he was like, I don't even know how we just started just kind of like just making music. I think we just started hanging out. Hanging out more. You know what I mean? Just chilling, chatting, and then, you know, we just joking about. We're jokers, you know what I mean? we just freak all day, every day. So we just joking around, and one night I was making a joke about a song, and I was like, yo, if I was singing this is soca, this is how I would sing it. And then I started singing the song, and he was like, "But the melody sound cool, you know." And then like he just said, yeah, let me record that there. You know what I mean? And then he recorded it, and then like it was just like kind of like just some funny lyrics at the time. And then I was just like, bye, we take it. And then I said, you know, let me write some real lyrics to it, something that makes sense. And then he started producing it better. And that was just the first song we do. And we listened to that one song for quite a while before we even make any more songs. Yeah. You know,
which song was this one?
A song called All Out.
Wait 1 second. Let's see. All Out.
Yes, man, it's right.
Let's hear this one. Since this was the one that started it off this happy reunion. Yes, let's hear this one.
Oh no, oh na 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 na. Oh no, I was in a party dancing, then I ran into this fine thing. She was standing in the corner, she's surprised when I call her. Baby girl, you know your body right, I've been watching you all night. I can see you when I look back, my friends keep asking me who's that. Then we got a little closer, started dancing on the wall, had the whole place turned up. Boss said last call, we can do this all night, we don't gotta go home. Baby girl, I wanna party with you until the early morn, and we gonna go all out. So if I just me and you, everything else could follow. And we gonna go all out. So if I just me and you, everything else could follow. Oh no, oh na 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 na. Oh no. By the way that she moving, she don't care about no old fling. She came out to party, look how she wind up on me. By the way that she hold me, I don't even wanna leave. Started rubbing on her body, started doing as I please. You don't even gotta worry, you can put it all on me. I'ma spend every dime that I got, that's how we supposed to be. And we gonna go all out. So if I just me and you, everything else could follow. And we gonna go all out. So if I just me and you, everything else could follow. And we gonna go all out.
Okay, I can see exactly why this was the first one, and I can see Dagah right there. How you said the story is exactly how I manifested it in my brain while the song was playing. I could see it play out.
I was just freaking, really. I was like, yo, if I was singing soca, I would sing it like this. And then I wasn't singing those lyrics, really.
Right.
I was singing something else. I was like, they gotta let my ball out.
I mean, the guys, more than anything else, this seemed natural. Like it's flowing natural. You said you were just in a casual setting, joking about it. So it's not anything forced. I see it being very natural.
Yeah, it is.
No, we're just joking, but you know, like he like kind of bring it out of me, like that side of me, like the whole singing and being free to just have fun with the music.
I mean, let's talk about that, Dagah, since you brought it up and all. I mean, most people before this knew you as Dagah the rapper. We know you from your album. It's available on iTunes. Actually, I was actually impressed that this was one of the first local. Yes, local.
That was a big move with iRap back then. Yeah, I mean, that's been basically my road for quite a bit, you know. But as I grew in the music, and it's like it's something that I chose to do because around me, the influence around me is not really that. It's just me choosing that road. It's like, yo, I want to try something different. I want to go against the odds. So, I mean, I could have basically been doing reggae, soca a long time ago because I was in a band already long time as a teenager.
Oh, yeah, you did say that.
Yeah, I was in a band as a teenager. Jam band. We used to jam on the road with speakers and everything. And, like, it's just, like, back, well, maybe about, like, way back, like, 2000, I said, you know, I want to show you do some rapping. Like, I want to go against it. Everybody telling me, no, you can't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I was like, I can do it. You know what I mean? And then after a while, as I go into music, I realized that I needed to kind of like just accept who I am. You know, like Dagah is not just a rapper. You know, Dagah is
versatile.
You know what I mean? Dagah is a guy who could do many different things. And, you know, iBlaze was the perfect guy to collaborate with to bring out that side of me. Like,
well, I mean, you're speaking and I'm listening to you, and this transition that you're talking about, I mean, I don't really want to spend too much time talking about the culture vultures, but you've actually been seeing the big name hip-hop or rap artists, so to speak. They've been doing that. You're hearing African fusion, soca, dancehall. That's they're switching over. They're doing fusion, so it's not even. I mean, one of my favorite songs right now is French Montana. Hope you don't get famous. And like he's actually singing. He can't sing. But however, they got him to sound good, and the synchronizing or whatever it is.
Right.
So I mean, it's something that's trending there. So you feel like you're right. They are with that whole fusion.
I always used to be versatile as an artist. You know, I used to sing my hooks. You know what I mean? Like I used to rap the verses and sing the hooks. Like, and you know, I used to sing them soulfully, and people used to be like, "Yo, I mean." But when I was in New York with Marcus Nero, he used to always say, "Yo, what if I tell you I like you singing better than rapping?" And I said, "Never." I said, "Never." Yeah, he said, and this is like back like 09. Yeah, he was like, "Suppose I tell you I like you singing better than you rapping?" I was like, no.
And here we are, like 10 years later.
Right.
That was the same thing.
I mean, I did tell him. How
you feel about that though? No, like just thinking about it, and I guess at that time,
I told him I wasn't ready.
Yeah. But do you feel like you were forced into a box, so to speak? Like at any point,
I did. I was forced in a box. Like I felt like I couldn't do nothing else. Even to when I started singing. Like I mean, like. She would ask me like, "Yo, Dagah, what happened, boy? Are you afraid to sing? You afraid to sing a soca? You feel?" I was like, "Dude, like I don't build this whole vibe, you know what I mean?" And then like, but then I was like, "Man, screw that, you know. I just got fun with the music and just do it, man."
I mean, you're with a veteran over here. Let's talk to the veteran. I mean,
I am the veteran. He's the rookie. Well, not a rookie, but he's a young veteran.
Veteran. And he's coming. I mean,
the funny thing is that he been in the game almost as long as me.
Right. And I mean, I was talking about him from the soca perspective. I was talking about him from the soca
he's a veteran. I mean, he helped me to definitely come over in that realm because I couldn't do that by myself. I couldn't say I can get up and go look a producer and go in a studio and just make some. You know, he is the one who put everything together and make it like make it into a real soca sounding song. Like I couldn't do that alone. Like there's been times when I've been featured on soca songs before, but I still sound like I was rapping. You know what I mean? But he was the one who really like take that whole energy and bring it together.
So I mean, talking about the same energy, iBlaze, I mean, it's so difficult for a producer. People hear your music all the time. They don't even know if that's you if you walk down the road.
Yeah, not a clue.
He should tell them some of the songs.
So we want tell the listener. I mean, right now we're live on Freedom FM. People are watching worldwide. We're here. People are listening. Tell them some of the artists you've collaborated with in the past and some of the songs, because I know some of them actually went on to play, either win or rank top for Soca Monarch and all these things. And I mean, we all knew, they probably don't even know the iBlaze, the Dijon from Grandmaster. They don't even know that yet. So tell us briefly about your background really quickly.
To touch on the artists that I work with, probably as far back as maybe 2010, 11, somewhere around there. I did some work with LED. Actually, her debut soca track. It was my debut production as well.
I remember.
And it was also, of course, I mean, you were in the mates along with Valencia, and it was Valencia's debut soca. So it was a lot of first and that product. And I mean, he did really well for everyone's first attempt at it. The song plays first one up. And I mean, he went on to chart #1 on a few charts, Caribbean and in England. I did a lot of work behind the scenes for Grandmasters from about 2012 to about 2015, 14. Then it was actually more in the limelight now because I started playing in the band full time. More production behind the scenes again. I did some work. I did work with LAX, Lucas, HE, Dijon. I mean, a lot of the most popular names that you could think of.
And now we're here with Dagah.
Right. So, I mean, for me, I mean, for Dagah, like Dagah said, he's crossing over. And for me now, I'm kind of like spreading my wings, you know. I'm spreading my wings, networking. So basically, I'm building my network and building my worth as well.
Okay.
So that's kind of what's up with me.
All right, guys.
But he should let people know that he made Walk Your Shift.
Oh, that too.
Oh, yes. Very important. Road match. So he actually has road match.
The
The
whole album. The whole album.
Sugar Bowl's winning song. What You Gonna Do?
What You Gonna Do? Yeah.
That was iBlaze production as well. Jack Hammer, Big Chuck. Those were iBlaze.
Jack Hammer.
Yes.
Funny story with Jack Hammer actually. I mean, the beat was there. I had the beat put down kind of in the archives because somebody has expressed intention for it, but the person, you know, didn't go through. So we were doing some different work actually with LAX, and he heard the beat and he's like, yo, I need to have this. I need this.
That was his breakout.
I need this. And then like, I mean, talk about a wow factor. I mean, like 2-3 days time, like, yo, iBlaze, already got a track. Wow, you got a track? What? And then everybody knows the song.
Yeah.
And I mean, in 2-3 days time, this man was able to hear the beat and come up with a masterpiece. I was blown away personally.
Right.
Blown away. And I mean,
and it ruled the world. It did rule the world for that carnival. I was in Ultra. Woo.
Too easy.
Right.
Big up LAX.
So I mean,
yes, man.
We talked about a little bit about you wanting to produce a full quality album, but you also did your bid at Soca Monarch too.
Who, me?
Yes, so let's talk about that. You tried the competition
again,
thing.
Man.
Yeah,
so he pushed you to do the competition.
iBlaze. But we strategically thought that it would be good for the album too, because the song is on the album. You know what I mean? So we had the song on the album, and we was like, yo, a lot of people showing like a lot of love for this song, saying like, yo, that sound like a Soca Monarch contender, man. Like, Dagah, man, you gonna be Soca for that? This year. I was like, me, I ain't know nothing about Soca Monarch.
And competing again, man.
I mean, like, I ain't know nothing about it. Like, I actually was a rookie, like a big grown man rookie in the game.
But how did it feel qualifying your first time in?
I didn't even know. I had red eye and I had the cold.
Yo, that was a mystic season, real. I mean, just what he said. I mean, first try. I mean, just kind of coming off of this massive undertaking with the project, and then here another massive undertaking again, going into the Soca Monarch competition, and then the artist, the performer, basically kind of half ready in the sense that he's sick. Whether he called
anything that could go wrong went wrong.
I ain't get much practice with the band.
Total case of
like, he was like, as soon as we finished the elimination, he come up and was like, "Wow, the man, your boss."
yeah, just like
the man just approached me like, "Wow, the man, your boss."
Like
I was like, "Oh, my boss."
I wasn't even having good job in it. No. Let's be real about it. The man, your boss.
Like,
so let's not let this happen again.
Went through, so that was
but no, he hears something that nobody in here.
It happens.
I
a lot of
mean-
people are really critical.
Yeah, like
Of
he
course,
he
of
know
course, like-
everything. Like he know where
What's supposed
this
to happen.
be
Of
there.
course, but people
It's
don't
supposed
know,
to be
yeah.
there. The backup supposed.
Just don't let them see you sweat. That's
Right,
all.
right, yeah.
Nah,
So
you
he
better
come
make
up and
it,
like,
yeah.
you come in half.
So just
Come
don't do
in
this
half
again.
like by 2 seconds. Like I'm like,
Don't-
I
don't
say
do-
bye. I miss it.
Don't do this again. That's
Yeah,
it.
and he was like, anyway, we're gonna see what happened. And then we come,
Right.
okay, look like you get you here. It was number 15.
Right. You could laugh now, but I can pretty sure that at the time you thought you were disappointed.
I thought I was eliminated.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
just-
You stopped there when
I was
when
like,
they
hey, God.
announced it. I was like, but Dagah, you make it, yeah.
I was like, my script, you buy.
My script change.
Then number 15.
Usual freaking again.
Freaky like, and then, but then in the semi-finals, I felt a little better coming out.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you got to see the whole vibe change and the performance was better. And so, like, even Alex, like, was out there in the crowd standing up and, like, after the
Moving,
performance,
yeah.
he come and tell me, yeah, dude, if I was just a fan there watching,
He was convincing.
you
Okay.
convinced me, you
Okay.
convinced me, you can't
So next year we wait. Let's first of all let's hear this song. Let's hear this song now.
Can't
The
miss
so
Juve,
come and
man.
ask song?
Yes, and then we'll go there.
Can't miss
Aye.
Juve, man.
I take this Juve man serious. I cannot miss this experience. Can't miss Juve man, cause me phone ringing off the hook is carnival calling. And the train got no gas and the engine stalling. And it look like it getting worse cause the rain keep falling. Can't miss the bacchanal. I'm going on the road. And I get up out of my bed, I'm ready to go. The truth right in front of flow. And we standing the cracker down, you see lights are glow. Can't miss the bacchanal. I say we misbehaving. And the flag them waving. And the band them strap up. And the system turn up. And the girl them ready. And the man them ready. And everybody screaming. Can't miss the bacchanal. Can't miss Juve money.
All right, there you go. All right. Pretty good for your first attempt. I'm telling you. I've been around for a little while. I'm pretty good for your first attempt.
I mean, we've been in the studio working on some more music, and you know, like it's gonna be a lot better. But I don't know about the soca man acting.
All right. I mean, guys, let's open up the lines. We're gonna open up. Time is almost out. It's almost 9:30, just like that. So let's open up the line. So it's 662-1065 or 465-6474 or 465-0546. If any of your fans out there, if you want to call in, give a big up, ask a question, give a little comment, you can do so by calling. Sorry. Okay, sorry. You can do so by calling now, and my voice is going, so I guess it's time to shut up. Okay, so guys, I mean, you did the soca, and you're out of this, and you launched. You did a full-on launch of your album, a social media launch.
Yes, actually.
I mean, Hillary Clinton announced her presidency on social media, you know. So
Yeah. I mean, social media is the place to be launched, anyways, because that's where everybody tuned in like 24/7. So,
really.
yeah, it's a cool launch there. It was a step for us to just really bring a solid project together, because we had all this music that we was doing like during the year, and then we had this song that everybody saying it was a soca man contender, and I just went in and did the show, had fun, and you know, we just said, man, we gotta put out the album. So you know, we like iBlaze explain the album for you.
The project, to be honest, is a body of work. Yes. I wouldn't really use the word compilation, because you know, it's not a case of we it's a bunch of singles and we slap them together. It's a body of work. It's really a body of work, and I mean, it was a massive undertaking, like I said before. Something to note as well. We did launch on social media, and it is available digitally on iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, Tidal, and if you prefer old school, you can get a CD as well.
Yeah, at the
merch shop, we got keys.
Definitely.
But with respect to the album, I mean, it was the first time, And like Dagah said, we basically on to phase 2. Phase 1 was getting our feet wet, you know, kind of just wading around in the water. Phase 2 is kind of staying on the level. Phase 3 is swimming, ready to hit the road, hit it with a racket. So right now we on phase 2.
Yeah, he created a whole new artist, so you know what I mean. Like,
that's basically what happened for real. That's basically what happened for real.
So now we out the gate.
Yeah. So it's out the gate.
We got the product, so now it's time to put the behind the scenes product on the street now.
Sweet. I mean, guys, I know you've been working together and it's been one sweet union, but I'm pretty sure you have a few others who you could give at least some kind of credit to helping you along with this support system.
Of course.
Even finances, equipment, I don't know. So is there anyone else you'd like to just
to tell the truth, right? This whole thing is independent.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Yeah,
for
just
me.
me and iBlaze, and then we got a few featured artists on there like Smiley, LAX, and we had what's the guy, the guitar guy?
We got the man Michael King from St. Martin
contributed.
Melbourne Pemberton on bass. Excellent bass player right
big
here.
up Melbourne.
Yeah.
Right here,
Homegrown. Yeah.
Right. But as far as you said with assistance, I mean, for the most part, you know, it's just myself and Dagah.
Big business management.
I mean, we have the man ITYC.
Yeah, ITYC contributed a lot. I mean, he kind of functioned like an A&R. Like every time we finish a song, we'll kind of pitch it to him like, yo, how this sound? He'll be like, yo, man, it sound cool, but I should change this, I change that. So basically, big business management.
Right.
That's who we got to thank. You know what I mean?
So
Big business management
for
consists
us,
of me,
by
iBlaze,
us,
and
independent.
That's basically
I
the
mean,
situation.
I think it might seem, how should I say it? It's funny, like back in the day when the music industry just started going, it seemed like the thing to do was to be signed with this big record label and to have this and have that. And then you have these stories of like TLC and a few other artists that basically showed us that
it's not
hold
how it looks.
on,
It's not how it looks.
that's really not how it works. And then you have my girl Rihanna. If anybody know, I'm like the biggest Rihanna fan in
Yeah,
St.Kitts.
take the number again line.
I mean, you have somebody like Rihanna really showing us how it's done. Rihanna, I think Prince did it as well. Like they own their music 100%, and they did it the other way around. In the reverse, they give the record label permission to distribute, and they give them permission to sell or whatever, however it works. I don't know the intimacies of it. So I mean, this is something that's almost like the same model, so to speak.
Yeah.
This is yours,
Right.
and if anything, you can go ahead and reach out to whoever and give them permission.
You own the rights
But
to
in
the
that way, you
masters.
own the rights. You own the rights to everything, and you determine how it's being used, and
exactly
you determine if any money or any big profits or proceeds is going to come from this later down the road.
Yeah, we definitely.
You're right there, first in line.
That's how we was thinking from the jump. So we never went into it thinking like, oh, we just want to be famous and we just want to be seen or not like that. We want to We definitely want to do music business, the right way. I think that
good step.
That was the whole thinking going into this process. We was like, yo, every year, you know, people release music from St. Kitts, and it's just like, you know, we put a CD and then whatever, people forget about it. Let's do it the right way. Let's go on the real music market where everybody's selling music
and push.
Push and be independent, because you know, you don't have to wait on anybody. No, you have social media, you have all kind of ways to promote yourself. Like we just did our album launch on social media. You know what I mean? Like you ain't have to wait no more. So that's what we wanted to kind of like.
You don't have to wait for Markysa to call you and tell you to come on you beat no more.
Funny Markysa, funny.
Remember, I see you often enough,
Funny.
I mean, guys, we're gonna play this last track because we really do. No, you know what? We're gonna go out with a bang. We're gonna leave that for the end. We want to hear more from you, obviously, in the future. So tell us what's next. What's next for the iBlaze experience? And
Well,
what's next for
iBlaze experience is definitely seems like it's becoming a band. It's becoming a band. You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of meditation it's becoming. So, we definitely looking to maybe add a few players with us, and you know, come out and definitely be maybe somewhat a group
A music group.
And do more music. You know what I mean?
Like I said, phase 1 was creating the product. Phase 2 is actually bringing the product to the people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Basically start off. Well, this is the intention. No concrete dates as yet.
Okay.
But the game plan is do a series of smaller gigs, so people can become aware of the actual live product that we have to present.
Right.
You know, sparking awareness is actually the first step in everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's an uphill battle.
Of course it is. Of course.
And then
I mean,
you're gonna have to get some of the DJs on your side too. Definitely.
Yeah.
No doubt about that. But here's the thing. Personally, I mean, if anybody knows me, I'm my back broad, my back strong, and resilience is, you know, that's what I'm made of.
Good.
And working with Dagah, I mean, again, I can't really say I'm gonna dig deep with somebody who's not like-minded, you know. So if it is that he wasn't tough enough for the fight, then I wouldn't make him my left hand, you know. So I mean, we're going through it together.
Right.
It's a joint effort. I mean, it's like you say, it's an uphill struggle. But I mean, if you hit it hard enough, at some point it will give.
I mean, we went out the box with this album, like the whole sound and some of the vibes them that we chose, you know, was kind of like out the box. Like it wasn't like it was like, okay, we're doing a soca, so it wasn't just a full-on soca. It kind of had a vibe.
Right.
Same fusion we're talking about.
Yeah, it kind of had a vibe.
I'll use this word loosely in respect to most of the songs. You would listen a song and you'd sort of get the feeling that it's infused with something else. So that I would throw that word around, infused. I try it around.
Right.
It's so you will listen to music, and maybe at one particular point you say it's a nice soca groove, and then you hear something and you're like, wow, it's got a nice electronic sort of EDM feel, and then you hear something else and then it's like, okay, this is more poppy. But then generally the grand picture that you arrive at is that it sounds good. That you just can't deny listening it, and that's the mission, you know.
And it's a unique sound.
Go until you can refuse it.
It's a unique sound. Yeah. I mean, guys, congratulations, first of all, on behalf of Youth Beat and on behalf of myself. I mean, it's always a pleasure to see a project or undertaking like this happen. Young people, we see it so many times that they have the talent, they have the potential, but they don't push themselves or apply themselves, and they just, I mean, I love my young people, but sometimes we blame everybody else, and sometimes we are our own worst enemies. As you mentioned, there's so many platforms out there now to push yourselves. And yes, it's good to get opportunity, and yes, I will always advocate for giving young people more opportunities, but young people kind of have to come,
they need to start
step
independent mindset.
Yeah, you have to. You can't wait.
Nobody's gonna put you on. Like, get that out your head. Like, nobody's.
Well, it can happen, but the likelihood of it happening is very small.
You have to push for yourself.
You have to think about like investing in yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, don't always buy Jordans. You know what I mean? Like, use that money to invest in your art, whatever you love to do. You know what I mean? Don't always want to look fly.
I mean,
Sometimes think about that.
I'm glad Dagah said that. I mean, personally, I don't own one pair of Jordans.
I mean, if you own a pair of Jordans, I mean,
not one, and it's a reason I would like to. It's not that I wouldn't like to look.
I mean, if you own
flashy,
Jordans, that nobody disrespecting.
Priority.
Yeah.
But just saying, like, use your priorities. Well,
Yeah, I agree. It's just an example. It's just an example.
Gears, so I gotta do that first.
Yeah, like don't tell me like, oh, that guy want to record a song, and I'm gonna tell you like, yeah, give me $200 to record the song, and then you're gonna be like, but I got $200 buy, and I look down on your foot and you see Jordans. You know what I mean? So, so like think about that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So you gotta like learn to prioritize what you really need to get to do. So
I mean, guys,
that's advice for young people. You know?
Agreed. And I mean, I was about to say we have to go, but before we go with a bang with this song that, as you say, the one that really caught on, and people are gonna see exactly why this was the one to catch on.
This one like is the hit.
I always say, if anything else, I don't know how far this is gonna go. I don't know if you're gonna fail, if you're gonna succeed, if you're gonna be on Times Square, billboard somewhere. But if anything else, there's always a lesson to be learned from any undertaking or project. So from each of you, if you can tell me that one lesson before you go that would be share with our audience, that one lesson that you learned from undertaking this project? Shoot.
To be honest, it's simple. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. I mean, here's the thing. None of what we accomplished, I don't think I would have been able to accomplish it here had I been, had I had to use individual people for different stages. I mean, a lot of what we were able to accomplish was able to be accomplished because we did it in-house, you know? We did our own recording, we did our own writing, we did our own mixing, we did our own mastering, we did our own publishing. So if you understand where I'm getting at, a lot of these things, it mean that we would have to go and rely on somebody every step of the way. And each step is a chance for you to be hindered, you know, for your momentum to be slowed down. So invest in yourself, invest in the knowledge, because, I mean, there's basically no limit to what you can learn and no limit to the usefulness of the knowledge either.
He said it. I mean, I can't even say. I mean, I can't even say nothing else. I mean, to that. I mean, like, the feeling of doing something for yourself that you always, as an artist, looked at as something great, and then you did it for yourself. Just that feeling alone had me like, yeah, I'm real inspired.
Gratified.
You know what I mean? Like, this time I'm waiting for somebody to do this for me, and I could have done it for myself.
You're right. You're right. That's it, right.
Yourself in the
Yeah. And that's what
Yes,
happened to,
yes.
like, you know, like we youth, you know, we waiting, like, yeah, you could do it. Like, you got social media, you got Facebook, you got YouTube. Like, I'll tell you something, like I'm not that young, and I ain't had YouTube when I was coming in as an artist. Like in 2002, 2003, YouTube and Facebook wasn't popular.
Wasn't there, yeah.
You know what I mean? When I first saw somebody on YouTube, I thought they had big links. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, what, this man on YouTube? I mean, and then, you know, come to realize you just got to get an email address and sign up and just start posting.
Yeah.
You know, so no, we got these things in full swing. I don't see any reasons for anybody to complain or make excuses.
Right.
Like,
Everything's at different
yeah, so
fingers.
get going, youths.
That's it.
All right,
That's it right
guys.
there. No, don't complain. I mean, if you feel like your product might be getting overlooked for whatever reason, whether it is maybe something might be better exposure, maybe somebody just happen to know somebody in the right place.
Yeah.
Either way, take it. Don't take it that your material is whack or anything. Like that.
Don't take it personally.
Take it
No.
take it that you're just not doing what's needed to be recognized on that level. So you just have to work that much harder. That's all.
That's all.
Keep going until they can't refuse you.
That's all.
That's it.
I mean, guys, this is the kind of energy I like, man. This is the kind of energy I'm enjoying. I wish I could stay here with you all night and
man,
we could keep this
going,
conversation going. I'm looking forward. You have something launching too. Has it started yet in the merch shop?
Oh, yeah.
Give a plug for that really quick.
We have a new show coming soon called Conversations at the Mud Shop, which we're going to be talking about a lot of different things that people talk about, but, you know, you never really get to hear about, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're going to...
Okay.
Hence the keyword conversation.
Conversations. All right. So, I mean, we're going to be hearing some more from you, definitely. So,
definitely.
all right. So, thanks for coming through, guys.
Thanks for having us.
If nothing else, what you're showcasing here is that one, you just need to, as we call it, bootstrap. And bootstrap means just pull yourself up by the boots and go.
Yes, ma'am.
Like, you don't need anything else. Put on your shoes and just get going. You don't even need, as you mentioned, a building anymore. You don't need any. You just sometimes by technology made it such that all you need is your phone nowadays. You
could create a whole show on your phone.
The studio is here.
Yeah,
Right there.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
So when you think about young people have so many going in your favor. Like, as you mentioned, it's not so difficult as when you first came on the scene. And perhaps if you had all these technology available,
I probably would have been a millionaire by now.
Yeah,
but still,
no, seriously.
you know what I mean? Yeah, so
because
seriously, because if I had these things as a youth doing music, it would be easy for me to just lay see me music. I had to literally walk up to people when music festival was coming around
and give them
a demo. I give Wyclef John a demo. I was like, Wyclef, yo, check out my demo. And I'd be waiting outside the conference room till the conference done and just give him a demo. No, you could just be like, yo, I'm gonna send this to you. email.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I send you a link with army songs right now.
Yeah.
You ain't even gonna send nobody, hey, I'm posting army songs on YouTube.
Like me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram.
Like you create an Instagram page and post like every day
if you want.
Every day if
No
you want.
stopping you.
And people will recognize you somehow. So you ain't got no excuse.
So guys, keep doing what you're doing. I'm looking forward to seeing more from you. And again, young people, anybody in general.
People in general, man, get moving, man.
Get moving.
Nike say it, you know what I mean? It sounds kind of
Just do
cliche,
it,
but just do it, man.
just do
It's
it.
all about just do it. Like, we was talking about that the other night, just like we was like, yo, you realize about life, like we just gotta do it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We can't even tell anybody about it anymore.
Look,
we just gotta show by example.
Just what Dagah saying, I mean, like a year ago, I didn't think I'd have an album with the name iBlaze attached to it on iTunes. I mean, when I go and just going on Amazon, regular Amazon website, and type in the iBlaze experience,
it's gonna come up.
Seeing that, it's like, wow.
It's a big deal.
Of course, I mean, it's like, wow. Like, a year ago, I wasn't thinking about having an album on Amazon.
I'm telling you.
But
And I did it
there.
before, so I was like telling him.
We need
You know what I mean?
something. I'm gonna bring you guys back. We're gonna talk about this whole music and marketing experience because that's a whole different conversation.
Of
So we
course,
have
of
to wrap
course.
up. We have to go.
Yeah.
And so I mean, it's a whole different conversation for
All right.
another day.
We
and
definitely
Yes,
gonna
I-
pass back, man.
Definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
pass
All right. So again, that was Youth Beat. We're gonna go with a with a bang today.
Yes, sir.
Right now, stop. iBlaze. I don't know what it is, but you leave an impression on me. I've been thinking about you and I'm all in my feelings lately. And a whole lot of things been running through my mind all day. What I really wanna know, are you really gonna come my way? I need to know what it's gonna be. Girl, I need you in my life. When I'm with you, don't know what it is, but damn it be feeling so right. When we make love, so good, damn it be gripping so tight. I know that it's wrong on many levels. Wish you were spending the night, yeah. Are you really gonna come my way? Are you really gonna come my way? Are you really gonna come my way? Are you really gonna come? I've been thinking about you and wondering back. I've been thinking about you and wondering, are you gonna come my way? It's a sad situation, side piece, but I'm just being patient. Can I make a suggestion? I'm just asking the question.
At Cable, we provide much more than just the fastest and most reliable internet service. We fill the homes of all our customers with joy and laughter. Our services connect friends and keep families together. With the most